Hello everyone, my name is Utherus, and welcome back to Planet Coaster. We are looking at the waterfront in the Roman section today. As you guys know, Planet Coaster is of course our long-going and ongoing theme park build here in Planet Coaster. It's been going on for about 6 months, for those of you who do not know. There's a long series of videos on it. You guys can probably go check that out down below as someone outside my wonderful window decides to rev up some motorcycles. Thanks, guys. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Hey, Vito. Hey, the fighter. And hello, R-Base. Yes, I managed to escape from the woods. For those of you who don't follow me on Twitter, that's where I was. I've been lost in the woods for about the past hour or so. So we're starting a little late today. Anyways, here we are. We are taking a look at Alpine Odyssey. Today's stream, what I want to do is I want to try and at least solidify and get the whole edge of the Roman area kind of sealed in there. That way we kind of know the boundaries of everything and how that's going to work. Also, yes, Alex, happy Father's Day to everyone who may be a father. I never planned to be, but hey, you know. Let's see. Okay. How's the music, audio levels? I'm assuming they're okay. I haven't changed anything, but, you know, those things can suddenly break on you. Right. So, Colosseum is here. And we need to make this the final gray box, so that we can actually go through. Make this a workable ride. I was really hoping the chairs wouldn't go out farther than the base, but it looks like that's not the case. What do I think of the unfinished bridge idea? Curious as to your opinion on it. I forget the unfinished bridge idea. Explain it again, and I will let you know. About there. And on this side, come out an extra meter there. That is 2 meters away, so we'll do 2 meters then. Okay, that is going to be how wide the Colosseum is. But the pier next to the Roman tradition. Oh. You're talking about like this needs to be a bridge across the lake. I don't know. To be honest, I don't want to split anything across the whole lake. It might look weird. Now, you're saying it's unfinished. Yes, like you could have something out here and leave this open. But I don't even like the implication of, I guess, making that a bridge. To me, it's supposed to stay as a pier, I think. Okay. Let's actually copy this. Rotate this around real quick. Something like that. Should place a random fishing boat in the middle of the lake? Maybe. Who knows? Alright, so this is going to be the new width of the Colosseum. When we get there, you can see it's not quite perfectly placed, but we can fix that when we actually build the structure. I just needed to get the new width out. I want to test to make sure that no one's going to clip the side real quick. It looks okay. Yes, no one will lose their legs in Alpine Odyssey. I'm gonna try and keep it that way, but it's becoming a little harder than I thought it would be. Children are only $99 a Walmart. Alright. Shut this down, edit this. So that means this train needs to come out at a way different angle here, so that we have enough room to actually clear the building. Do something like that. Let's cut this down a bit as well. Okay. That might be okay. Hey, enjoyed this week's Scrap Mechanic episode. Are you going to do more of that? Yes, actually. People can leave suggestions for me to make some Scrap Mechanic stuff, and we'll see about doing so. Oh boy, the smooth tool. In fact, I think it might just be easier for me to leave this whole section and kind of just hand place it again. Shorten this as much as possible. Okay, get that out to there. Angle snap gets turned on. This is the really the tightest circle I can make, huh? I'm gonna have the train through the Colosseum in the space under the stands, because I don't know how that building is going to shape out yet, and if I go through there, I just don't know if I'll have enough kind of space. Let's make this longer. Then can I make this a bigger curve or no? No. Okay, hold on. Might actually need to change this slope too. Am I familiar with the French theme park Futurescope? I'll admit it's esoteric even with the theme park lovers community, but I really think the Retro Futurist World Expo style. I'm not familiar really with any theme parks, to be honest. When it comes to theme parks, I am basically no good. All right, there we go. So I'm just gonna move the tunnel entrance, I think. I think that's the most elegant solution to this. I say elegant as if I really know what I'm doing half the time, and I really don't. Never seen anyone be able to recreate authenticity. In what sense? If you're ever in Blighty, we shall arrange you a theme park tour and an obligatory several mile long pub crawl. If I drank beer, I would be all for going to all the pubs, but I really don't like beer. Out a bit. There we go. And go into the train, push it down. It as well. Push. Intensity, not that high. I'm not an intense person. I don't need my brush settings to reflect not who I am personally. think it's very hard to create a style based around the past imagining of the future, and it's okay. We have a hard cider too, except for its traffic cone orange and melts your eyebrows. I don't even like cider. The only, I drink water. A lot of water. Gatorade. And that's about it. Really. I mean, I'll have a Coke, but... And then when it comes to alcohol, the only thing that I really drink is, I don't know, give me a screwdriver, kamikaze, or a bushwhacker. But I haven't drank, like, a liquor in... Oh... How long has it been? No idea, actually. Probably 2 years. 2 years since I've actually had a drink. Okay, there we go. Alright. Let's get the terrain here kind of bumped out to the edge of the railroad track. Cement mixers for ethers then. Sure. Why not? Alright. So how's everyone's weekends going? I know it's Sunday. Seems like my weekends are getting shorter and shorter every time. That's going to be really nice waterfront, I think. And queue line for this Colosseum. Or we could put the queue line up here for this ride and put the out over here. Which makes more sense? The queue and exit sharing this whole section here, or the queue here, exit here? Because that it's going to dictate how this all goes in. And also, some people want me to get rid of this building altogether. I'm still on the fence about that. I don't know yet. Share the lines, wrap the queue around the ride. Queue bottom, exit top makes more sense spatially. Well, if I did queue here and exit here, the exit could be here, and we could do something else, like plaza-wise, building restaurant-wise along the water. Between the Colosseum and train station. Queue at the top. I don't know. I don't think there's a clear winner there. We'll find out. Let's first off try and decide how I want the waterfront to at least look. If you put the entrance above, how exactly would you bring it down without taking away the Colosseum look? This might not be the final height of the Colosseum. We could take it through this house, this villa, and then down through here. I don't know. Oh, the World Cup. Ooh, boy. Sports. Sports, let me tell you. Alright. So for this, let's go with the Broken Colosseum look and bring it over the broken section. I don't know. I don't know. Keep in mind though, Silent, the queue is going to go down. The queue has to go down, so the queue can't go over the ride. By the way, for once, I'm not super late. Yeah, I am though. Like the bathhouse train station? Boathouse. Okay. Yeah, it's like a cargo storage boathouse area thing. I'm not quite sure. It was just part of the model that was the bridge pier thing was kind of built on. Alright, let's get... I guess some of this over here. The music reminds you of Disney Pixar? Well, this is Planet Coaster music, through and through. Why are there peeps flying in the water? Because I shut the train down when they were on it. Because I'm a jerk. Alright, let's only go like 2 over, and then I'll have to think of some sort of transition, I think. Do I know who the 1975 are? Nope. No, I do not. Okay, so should I do little arches like this is on top of an aqueduct going through here? Will that look good? And then kind of end it about right here onto an actual platform area. In fact, that's one too long, I think. If you're distracting me has led me burning my fish takes, you owe me dinner. I owe you nothing, sir. Except for free content that you guys can just enjoy in any way you want, whether you're on the toilet, whether you are burning your fish cakes, or what have you. No. Sundays is always Alpine Odyssey. Okay. And it's just gonna be probably one of many aqueducts we build. I kind of want a lot of those archways to go through. So let's measure one of these out then. There's a lovely aqueduct in Segovia. Segovia, yeah. I can't speak today. Sorry. I'm still lost in the woods mentally. Going through tall brush, trying to figure out where the heck and how I ended up there on a street mountain bike. On a street bike. Yeah, street bike. How I ended up on mountain bike trails, I don't know. Let's do... Segovia. Aqueduct. Ah, this one. Okay. Yep. Is there a person on that picture? Like, actually on the aqueduct? You wouldn't think they would let someone in there. Or is that like a statue? It's a statue. Okay. Oof, need to make my English presentation. I'll be right back. Good luck to you, sir. I don't really care. Just think it should look really well supported. I agree. Hey, Rick. How's it going? Good to see you, sir. Alright, let's go ahead and build an aqueduct support here. Alright, in fact, I'm probably going to have to use a wooden grid piece just so we can keep this as a grid. I'm just gonna sink it way down in the ground. Alright. There we go. And then Waterpark's not gonna be an Atlantis theme. You could incorporate it more with this area. Well, Atlantis is that's the reason I don't want it to be Atlantis theme, because Atlantis is Greco-Roman to me anyways. So it would just be a continuation of the Roman theme and make the Roman theme really big looking, almost. So we'll have to see what else we can do. Brick. Alright, let's start with the footers. Some nice row heavy stones. Here. Ever seen the concept? art for Disney Unbuilt Lava Lagoon, Water Park for Disneyland Paris. Nope. See, this is the downside of my channel. I'm known for Planet Coaster, but I know next to nothing about actual theme parks. Could do something a little Gardens Babylon themed, nice restaurant maybe. It might just be another instance of me doing something similar to the Aztec section, though, a little bit, in essence. Hello, Carl. How's it going? I missed the point. You could... If the water park's not going to be Atlanta's thing, you could incorporate it more with this area. What do you mean I missed the point? I'm confused. I'm apparently confused as to what you're talking about. Alright, I think that's a heavy enough footer for this thing to sit underwater here. And then, that's right, I do take into account how things go into water. So like, you know, the dock is held up by all of these logs and things. And everything goes all the way down to the bottom. Even the European section, I believe all the wooden supports go all the way down to the bottom. So, let's go over here. This to there, delete that, so that's the bottom. Let's do something like this, and I'll paint it like so. Okay, and then Eden Project is an indoor rainforest, incredible, nice. We have over here at the National Zoo in DC, we have like a newish exhibit where you actually go inside and it's kind of rainforest-like, and it's got a really nice kind of just, some of the animals are outside and like just walking around. Like this giant bird landed next to us. It was pretty cool. Oh, Blizzard Beach. I've been to Blizzard Beach. I have been there. Great water park? Yeah, no, I had a great time. I was 10. I thought it was the greatest thing ever. Alright. Are all the themes of the park decided? Yes, because Ottoman Byzantine theme would be fun to do. Maybe recreate Istanbul Grand Bazaar. About an indoor water park? I don't know. I feel like that would be way harder than I want it to be for the water park. Okay. What was the entrances theme? Well, this is European. This is Aztec, Greco-Roman, the Waterpark, which I guess we're talking about the theme now. And then we have the mystery theme that some people have guessed correctly, and then Asian. I don't know. The entrance theme is parking lot, correct? It is. It is 100% parking lot theme. We did it. Alright, let's get some cool little arches going. Actually, I need to raise these up a bit. To like there. Yes, we do have glass. In fact, I still need to add glass to the parking lot area and stuff. Hey Sonic, how's it going? Do I have a piece that's actually good enough to use for this arch? I might have to use like a wooden pillar and then color it like this. Yeah, it definitely took us a long time to get our glass. Hey Geeky Paul, how's it going? Welcome. Welcome to whatever this is today. Yes, so the Alpine Odyssey is themed around real locations and places around the world. It's an odyssey because you're going on a kind of this grand journey through the park. And plus realistic kind of places for me are just easier to do because I can actually use reference images. Alpine Odyssey, the world with the World Showcase Epcot, yeah. And it's Alpine for the background and nothing else. Correct. That is correct. That arch is too small. Okay, so I'll have to use a bigger piece. That's good. I was worried we needed something really small to do that arch, so that means I can actually get away with using the bricks that I wanted. Here. I only want half. And hopefully this looks okay. We'll find out though. Have you tried the new Jurassic World game? Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Get here, he's making a bridge. Lucky you. Okay, let's widen this a bit. Take it out to there. What don't I like about it? It feels like a mobile phone game. In terms of I just sit behind timers and I had to wait for timers to tell me that it's done doing something so I can actually click the button to release a dinosaur. There's other issues with it as well. don't particularly enjoy the economy of it. I think it's pretty plain. Will the park finish when you make another season? Will it be cool? No. Don't know when the park will be finished. We will be working on this until it is done, though. Whenever that might be. There we go. I think that's a decent arch way. I'll have to trim it up and make it look a little bit better, but that's not bad. No, I'm gonna be doing a review of Jurassic World, and I'll try and explain what I don't like about it. But I'm having even trouble playing the game because I just don't want to play the game. Pine Odyssey is like a medieval cathedral. Uther's descendants will be working on it 100 years hence. Oh my god. I don't think it took them that long to build a cathedral. Definitely a long time, but like I don't think it would take them 100 years, did it? San McLeod is also partially gated behind a campaign. Yes. A really boring campaign. The man, the myth, the legend is back. It's me. It's a you, Mario. Liked what I've done with the new theme so far? Thank you. Oh, you've been here for quite a while. Thank you for the love. All right. 4 AM now in Australia. I'd got to get up in 2 hours for school, but your stream is more important. Oh, you should probably do school stuff. As a person who almost failed high school, I would suggest people do school stuff. All your exams are done, so it's good. All right, well then, please go ahead. Join us for whatever this is that we're doing. Doesn't it have some features that make economy side of PC fun and enjoyable? Like, why isn't there? There isn't. This is another annoyance. There isn't a way to speed up time, because everyone would beat that game in the first hour if there was a way to speed up time. Because it's just a big waiting simulator with, again, no real good content, because Frontier doesn't make content. It's always on us, generally, to make it for them. Would I play it? I am playing it now in my free time to write a review because I don't like it. I'm not gonna make a series on the channel on it. No. And I actually had to buy the game, and I regret buying the game. But hey, it's popular apparently. I don't know why it's popular. Haven't figured that one out still. I don't know. If your game requires mods to be good, I don't think you've made a good game. Do you also think the Steam Train and Planet Coaster looks too American? Well, as an American, I'm all for it to be looking American. That don't bother me none. I don't like it. I'm playing it specifically to write a review. If I wrote a review without playing it, I think people would call me quite hypocritical. So, for consistency reasons, I have to play the game. Mm-hmm. I mean, like, probably not overly positive. I think it's a fine... I think the game functions. But, I don't think it's worth $60, no. Might want to check to make sure the train clears the edge that I'm building. Should, but okay. Fast forward here and see what we're doing. I can always make this edge farther and closer. It is a separate building so far, and we haven't built enough of it yet to know. No, I need to actually turn it on. Help. What are you doing over here, guy? There's no rides. Please vacate the area. This is still under construction. Okay. That was weird. The FPS is real. Come on, come around the bend. There you are. Okay. So I think just touching these wooden beams should be fine. Yeah, kind of like that. You should put some barriers in front of the entrance of the Roman section. Hold on. Get this down here. Why is the coming soon sign not a thing anymore? I've used it before. Okay, I guess. Haven't watched since months. Sorry because I lost interest in playing code, but your recent videos made me play again. Happy to be back. Well, welcome back, Linux. I mean, I haven't been playing all Planco. I play other things too. But welcome back. Okay. Let's get a roof across here. Actually, let's get the other side, right? Because this is supposed to be an aqueduct, so it needs to have something on both sides. Kind of like that. And then get a roof. Now we don't have to worry about how wide the roof is because it can go into the terrain. So kind of like that. That'll function. Glad someone thinks JW is diabolical. Nice one, Uthers. It's not diabolical. I just like I don't know. It's a bit of a money grab in a sense, yes, but I don't think necessarily Frontier is at fault for that part of it. It's definitely only a $30 game though. Okay, so I need to be able to grab just this left side in the arch, leave the columns. And okay, got those. Good. Should be fine to just copy this. Yep. All right. Do that. Separate it from a building. No, I don't think it's the worst game ever made. No, it's not the worst game ever made. I just don't understand the hype behind it. It's boring at best. Now, is that 4 out of 10 using like Angry Joe's scale, where 5 is just like an average game? I'm assuming that's what the 5 for you would mean. It's hype because dinos, hell yeah, dinos! I think that's gonna look cool. So we'll get that to wrap around to about there. Oh, well, I thought I'm glad your 4 out of 10 means that. I think your 4 out of 10 needs a rework in terms of its scale because for me that would be a -1 out of 10. That descriptor. Yeah. Because 1 out of 4 is brutal, guys. It's legit just death. And not to say Planet Coaster is a perfect game, because to me Planet Coaster is not even a perfect game. But if I'm gonna actually spend a lot of time making something, Planet Coaster to me has more things to do than Jurassic World. One is nuke it from orbit. It's the only way to be sure. I don't know. Like if you would rather have your staple testicles, you'd rather have your testicles stapled to a horse, I'm pretty sure that to me is worse than being disemboweled, because disemboweled means you're gonna die soon. The horse one, that's gonna last a while, and that's not a good experience, I don't think. I would rate your horse one a 1 in terms of something that I would want to do. Is there a Kerbal mod for nukes? I don't know. Could be. Probably. They have all kinds of weapon mods for Kerbal Space Program. I wouldn't be surprised. This is supposed to be like Aqueduct? Kind of, yeah. You know, when in doubt, put your train on the aqueducts. Going to have to angle them, though. That's going to be not fun. Do I have any plans for the invert yet? It's gonna be hanging below the track. That's about all I can say about it, because right now, no plans. I'm gonna wing it like I do everything else. Would it be okay if I did a step down? Like, can you do step downs in aqueducts? I'm assuming you can. Like, do something like this and step it down? That's what an invert is? No. No, 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 no. I thought inverted would mean you ride upside down the whole way through. That would be more inverted. I think the steps would look nice anyways. It might. I just need to find the rate that we need to step it down. Probably half. Let's come out here like this, step it down to about there. Again. And realistic, can you you're asking me to design a realistic coaster? I'm not so for that, guys. I'll give it a go, but we'll see. I can make a building look realistic, but boy, the coaster side of things is not my strong suit. Are you going to go for an island in the Greco-Roman area, like on the Tiber? I don't know. Don't think so. Dear Uthers, can you make something complex? Well, considering this aqueduct by itself is 126 parts each section, you know, what is complexity really? Is it just simple things repeated up to a point of being overly complex, or is there some more deep meaning behind complexity that I don't know? You did it. You did decently realistic with the Woody. Yeah, except for my left hill was curved. My left hill was curved. None of you were gonna have it. You were all pissy for at least 4 hours. That I had a curved lift hill. It was a great experience. By the way, we're going to be building that coaster live as well. So come list your complaints about the coaster live when we're doing that. You like the curved lift hill? I hardly build coasters and plank because I'm really bad at it. I'm pretty bad at it. What have we done so far? We've worked on some of the aqueduct-ish train marquees along the coastal region, which definitely looks cool. From across the pond. We're going to have Silverette live in chat for the coaster building. Yeah, Silverette, you know, he's a busy man, and I would feel very inadequate. Also, who's Silverette? I don't know who that is. Sorry. Silverette's back from Asia, by the way. Newsflash. He has returned. Perhaps we can make a cart selling era-based foods. Otter noses? That's a thing? I don't know if I want otter noses on the menu. You know how to build a mine train? Isn't that what he's making on his normal series? Just go watch that. His normal series are basically tutorials, in my opinion. You know, any speed build where you talk about the base concepts, they're essentially tutorials. Every single one of my videos, I think it's a tutorial. Probably not a good one, but it's a tutorial nonetheless. Volvera is probably exception interest. I don't know. Volvera is Aspire tutorial every episode. Okay. So I think that's as far as I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna try smoothing this and seeing if that will so I'm gonna get rid of some of these areas that are a little rough through there that are poking through. And there we go. Valvera is amazing, not nearly as amazing as Alpine Odyssey. I think they both have their different things. Mine's a park. His is one ride that looks badass. They're different categories. But then again, Silverette doesn't make parks. He can't finish a park. He can only, you know, build a ride and then he has to move on to something new. Which is fine. That's understandable. I can barely finish a park. I haven't ever really finished one. This will be the first. I need to get rid of this or move it or something. There we go. Don't like it when the rails kind of are not supported correctly here. There we go. All right, what else? What else do we need on the aqueducts? Do I need to add greenery around here, in places or anything like that, like hanging off from them? Do you think we'll be able to finish this? I have no idea. I have no idea. We might be able to finish it if I never open the park. It's the year 193 though, so that's something. It's something special. Be cool to go for a very green look. I could do some breakwaters, like some rocks sticking out through here every so often. Would that look cool? I think that would look cool. Track to be, but it would be nice if it was a bit overgrown. I think so as well. How about a lighthouse at the end of the bridge? Which bridge? What? I have a bridge? Are you talking about this pier? Or are you talking over here, to the right, or to the left? I don't know. Rocks, grass, trees on coastline. Yeah. Into the lake. So on the actual pier. I'm still trying to... No, I don't know. Well, keep in mind, we're going to have a fireworks show, and that might be a hazard to put a building up there. Are you incorporating much mythology at all? It'd be nice for temples of specific gods. We have a statue of Athena. This took way too long to make. By the way, for those of you who don't know, and were there for the build, I made the spear shaft out of cables because it was a little bit thinner, less bulky looking. But I did make Athena. So we might do some other god sculptures at some point. I don't know. I'm pretty happy with the way that thing turned out. It just took too long. It takes a long time to do that. Alright. God of Uther's, God of parking lots. Boy, there are some things that you'd be happy to be a god of, and then there are others not so much. How about the occasional little statue on the aqueduct? Maybe ends of the step. I don't know. Like, this is the smallest statue you could really make in Planet Coaster. I mean, I could just go, like, really hardcore with the statues. Just do, like, every fourth one or something. Or is that every third? I don't know. And it doesn't have to necessarily be this statue either. This is just the only one that I have for size comparison. Should have made a male variant with the other statue. Don't know. I wouldn't mind a Mercury or maybe a Poseidon statue. That would be cool. But like this as an idea looks fine, I would say. I just don't know. I mean, it definitely looks pretty intense from far away. You like Poseidon? It's one of my favorite gods. Yeah, Poseidon's pretty cool. Vineyards are gonna go up here. There's gonna be like farmland stuff. Get patron. I'm sure people would support. I would too. You can become a sponsor of the channel if you have that option. That's a good way to do it. I really, like, if I only have 11 sponsors for a channel, it kind of makes you think that you wouldn't really have many people support you on Patreon anyways. But donating, you know, you can donate via PayPal or Super Chat. Those are good ways too. Little temple Dionysus would be cool. And vineyards, probably. Pandora's box red should have fog and light effects. Probably, yes. Probably should. So do we want statues here? I'm gonna take a vote now. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Statues here, yes or no? Not necessarily these statues. I'll probably make different ones, but so 1 for yes, 2 for no. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Doesn't YouTube take a huge chunk of super chats? Not really. I don't think so. I think it's like a 70-30. But you can donate via my link in the description too. I think that works. Patreon feels more like continuous support type that isn't too spontaneous. Yeah, that's what sponsorships are kind of the same. Plus you get emotes if you become a sponsor. You get awesome little emotes. Beep, 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 beep. 1. Okay. So I think the yes have won. 3 only a few. 3 was not an option. Your vote is void. You'd face the statues the other way? Like that? I mean, that would look cool from the train perspective, but I'm thinking, like, if you're in the Asian area, like, on, like, the Asian piers, you're just like, man, that Roman area looks so cool over there. Okay. It'll make you want to go there. Okay, so we'll do statues. So I'm gonna keep this over here just so I can remind myself to do statues at some point on here. Fair enough. Just don't stop the Planet Coaster content. You're a beast at it. I'll look into the sponsor stuff soon. Well, thank you, Marcus. Boy, now when Alpine Odyssey ends, I don't know what I'm gonna do because that's gonna be the end of Planet Coaster. What's the deal with the swing ride? It's inside a Colosseum, or will be inside a Colosseum. There'll be archways through here. And so you'll actually be able to see through the building a little bit. So it's not going to look like just a big gray box. To your point, how about a larger scale statue in the middle of the water? I'm not making Colossus of Rhodes. How many Euro countries have I been to? 0. Haven't left America. As in 90 degrees. It's like facing forward or backwards. Like facing towards us. Again, that's more of like for the train. And I want them to be more like lures for people to have a good view from elsewhere. The train, you're probably looking more this way anyways, towards the arch. How many states have I visited? Not a whole lot, to be honest. I don't really travel. Travel is something I just don't have time for. I'm going to try to go to Japan as soon as possible, though. That is somewhere that I really want to go. All right, there we go. So let's go ahead and get some terrain out through here. I'm gonna raise this up. Just so it's like right under the water. There you go. And we're just gonna have a few of these spots that this thing goes through. And we'll put like some rocks on these or something. Japan is gorgeous but so weird. I generally saw a vending machine with used knickers in them. Look, man. Sounds like my kind of place. Autosave. Please don't crash my game. think facing them outwards looks better, and stone edge from the outside, more like guards. I agree. I concur with that statement. Okay, didn't cut away there. That's good. I don't know of other sculptures that the Greek and Roman did, to be honest. I really didn't pay attention too much in art history class. For those of you who don't know, I do have an art degree, but history class was kind of boring. It's just looking at a lot of slides and listening to a guy just like go on and on and on about the same thing. So it's a little bit of a boring class. So I don't know what else they really did. The main thing I'm interested in when I was doing art a lot was the human form. And so whenever they talked about the human form, I was a little bit more interested. Holy crap, that was loud. Okay, thanks Jordan for subscribing. Enjoy your time here on the channel. Sounds like our history class. Yeah, a little bit. What'd you do? It's a mystery themed Norse Vikings? No, it's not. That's all I'll talk about. Changes the statues. That wouldn't be an incredibly annoying thing to do. I want to build more statue variants. So there will be different statues that I want to make. Because even though it was challenging, and after I was done making one, I was kind of done building for the day. I really like the way it turned out. So it would be pretty cool to return to such a thing. Let's see. On my head be it, indeed. Could you do some staff cars driving around in the park? We do. Not in the park itself. Like we have one ice cream truck. Where is it again? It's over here. So we have one ice cream truck for now. That's actually in the park, but we got full staff parking. People are actually like delivering things through here. And really, this is probably the preferred way for people to get staff around the park, is to go through a lot of the backstage areas, because it's going to circle the whole park. What's in the pyramid? The pyramid is going to have the whole log flume ride. It's not done. So that's what's currently not finished in the pyramid. How much higher can I get these things to go? Apparently pretty darn close to the water's edge. I don't know. We'll see. Let's get some rocks and shrubs and plants along here, though. That would be good. And then again, once we start working on the main buildings of the Roman area, we'll probably be switching, of course, back to a little bit more of a interior live stream, because interiors take a long time and aren't very easy to record for speed builds, because you're kind of moving the camera a lot for them. But we'll see. Perhaps using a smaller spear to Athena's, but make them... I want Poseidon at least to have something to do along there. If I'm going to put statues along this aqueduct, Poseidon's going to be present. I want that trident. Alright, have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. And also, hello, Luca. Or Lucia, I don't know. Well, I just discovered PC a few days ago, and I spent about 30 hours on it. I got us addicted. Well, I'll talk to you in the next month or so, and we'll see what you've accomplished, my friend. Welcome to the club. Trading some flags, just think that would stress me out a little bit. I'm always stressed out, so at this point, it's basically my normal state. And the Trident wouldn't be too difficult, because if you take a look at... I'm just making sure the original's still there before I start editing this one. If we take a look at this, all I had to do for a Trident... that. Yeah. That's a Trident. Could change it, because usually the middle one is a little longer. Could change it to more like this. But we'll find out. We will find out. Alright, let's get some, I don't know, do we have watery plants here? I guess we could use these. Some of these walkers on vines to go up. And only do this where the shore is. Fallout 78. Well, it's Fallout 76. And I'm excited for it. I'm from West Virginia, so it's going to be pretty cool to see some of the places. Like Woodburn Hall is one of the places they showed on the trailer, which is the place I went to school. I had classes in the building next to it. But we'll see. I'm excited with some of my friends to play it for sure. You're blown away with the creative process? Well, I do have some tutorials if you need some help with the creative process. At least my creative process. Gray boxing is my thing. Fallout 76 would be another multiplayer game we can actually play. Yay! We did it. Okay, that looks okay. Let's just do some rocks here, just to transition this whole aqueduct thing away. Yep, I have a pretty in-depth tutorial, at least for building basics. So just search Uther's Building Basics. You can go to my tutorial there. That might help. You can look at a lot of Silverette's tutorials. You can look at, I think Jonty from Geekism has tutorials as well. surface. Add a whole bunch of small rocks because I'm a crazy person. Do I need help or are you beyond saving? I don't know. I think you're fine. I don't know what you would need help with. I mean, I think your scale of video game ratings might need a little help there. Just nudge it a little bit over. You know. But otherwise, I think you're perfectly fine. How about an Atlantean area? Atlantis is basically Greco-Roman, because it's a myth from, you know, roughly that period. So it would be a little. It would just make the Roman area look really big, because the water park's going to go out to about here. It's going to fill this middle gap, and we can't have this whole edge of the lake just be Roman themed. Now, granted, Atlantis would probably be Roman-themed, but ruined with a bunch of plants growing on it and watery. But puts down a rock, covers it up with a completely other rock. Yeah, now you guys know why I have so many parts in this thing. And I don't even bother cleaning it up. I'm just like, it's a small rock. It's fine. You can also use big rocks and sink them down to get 2 rocks. Tricks. Tricks are for kids. Still mastering camera movements. Turn my mouse sensitivity right down, but still too fast. Mine's in the middle, but I use T. So if you press T, so this is the base camera. When you start up the game, this is how the camera works. So hitting WS, A, and D kind of locks your camera to this plane. And you fly around. It's almost as if your camera is just locked on the same height and you're rotating around it, which is fine. It's fine for panning shots, sweeping shots like this. But if you press T, you go into more of a first-person camera. And it's slower too. So I didn't change my camera settings, but this is how fast that camera goes. And if you hold middle mouse button, you can kind of free look. And now you're more like a first-person shooter. So W, S, A, and D is forward, back, strafe, left, right. And you just move your camera where you want to be. Q and E will go up and down on here. And then if you hold shift, you sprint. So your camera goes faster. So that's why you guys hear a lot more of me pressing buttons a lot, because I'm just moving my camera constantly. I'm constantly moving my camera. I'm constantly scrolling out, scrolling in, things like that. I hope that was helpful. I don't know. You tell me. Oh my God. Place. Place. Oh, you want to place it beneath the ground? No, that's fine. Build. Dumb thing. Just build stupidly over detailed stuff. That's where the game shines. Yes. I think we're in agreement. By the way, this might get reworked with the Colosseum, so I'm trying to just keep on this side of the railroad tracks. I have to commit to this is where I want the railroad tracks, by the way, because we kind of built where the railroad tracks are. So we'll see. Let's see about getting some pillars, like some broken columns or something. From a bygone era. Something like that. So we'll try rotating this. That paths are hard to get right, which is why can't you do big areas without gaps appearing everywhere? Yeah, that's everyone's question, I think, and still my question. Like this, like, there's ways to do it. It's just a pain, and you can maybe go watch some tutorials from Silverad on it. But like these parking lots, the large swaths of concrete, those are all paths. It's all paths. Basically the way I do it is I need a really flat area. One, you need a really flat area to do this. Put down your path, you select the grid of it, and now you can kind of put in large chunks of pathing. And say you want it odd shaped. So say I want a nice round path. Well, I can't do that using this method. So you can see I kind of make the Batman symbol here. And to get round paths, you have to kind of do this trick. So if I put a path kind of connecting these and then get rid of it, it's gonna round it out like that. And that's pretty much your only option. And if you mess it up anywhere along there, chunks of it disappear like that. Are links allowed in chat? Sadly not, no. Though you might be able just to work with Discord and send links through there. Maybe Silent Knight, if he's still around, can link them as he's a moderator, if it's important enough. But only moderators can links. Planet Coaster College smooth paths, yes. That should be it. Okay. Let's get a little bit more grass in here. I think there's like this beach bush thing. Might be cool. And then turn off align to surface because it's the devil when it comes to greenery. Made that look easy. I spent ages with paths. Yeah. I've done it a lot in Alpine Odyssey. But like that's a path I wasn't trying to plan its size in, and it can take a while. Like the parking lots all through here, they look all nice and trim, but that took hours to do, when it really shouldn't take hours. But good luck to you. Practice and you'll get it. Question is, do I want like just a singular tree here? Just like tree? Anyone? Just one tree. Just. And that's it. I think so. Man, when you're on this log flume, you have quite the view. You're gonna have the view from the fall and the temple, and you're gonna have a Colosseum on your left side. That is a little nutty. I want to see what that looks like real quick. Who wants to ride the drop? I'm not going to ride the whole thing because it takes too long. Log flumes take forever to go through. But I will ride the drop. Did they change the smoke physics? Because that's far more smoky than it used to be. I feel like it. Ride the coaster at night? Alright, we'll ride the coaster at night after this too. Alright, there we go. Uh-oh. There we go. What seat? You guys want to go back a few seats? Yeah, sure. Well, I'll circle back around for that drop as well, if you want to see it. You guys are seeing some really good FPS right now. Look, there's the biplane up there. Actually, I've never noticed the biplane up there. That's pretty cool. Also, why is this dummy looking around as if it's actually on the ride? It's a little concerning. Can we ride the train? Sure. We'll do some of the track rides as well. So I wish there was a way for me to make this transition a little bit longer, from like rise to drop. But once you're out here, I mean, this is the view you got from the lake. Going all the way around. And right when you about go up, I think you should be able to see another log drop. Yep. It's a really good looking ride. Just on the exterior though. And splash. Alright, someone wanted to see the interior drop. The first one again. Can you do a cinematic video? Yes. At one point, you'll circle back around and do some sort of cinematic overview of Alpine Odyssey for the very end. We'll ride all the rides. We'll take care of all the views. And then it'll be uploaded to the workshop, and everyone else will get the chance to see if they can load the game. Heads up, though, it takes 20 minutes to load in now. So when this thing is done, I have a feeling I'm going to have to start loading in about an hour early. And that's with Planet Coaster on an SSD. Come on, where's the other lot? You guys even in here yet? Did you stop? Why are these rafts out of order? I don't know. Alright, zoom around here real quick. Am I going to make more drops in the log flume? Nope, probably not. I'm not going to rework the track in any way. I just need to finish the detail. So here's the first drop that you guys wanted to see. So it just takes you down here behind the temple. Like a crash site in an archaeological dig. Something like that. Yes, there is a way to turn off all the staff management stuff. I believe so. I think it's in settings, game, and security features, turn that off. And staff happiness, turn that off. And staff management features, turn that off. Crimsy Crunch. Doesn't sound familiar, sorry. Alright, second option. I think you guys wanted to see the coaster at night. So we can do that. Let's change it to the nighttime real quick. It's broke down. It's really broke down right now. Could you go ahead and fix this, please? Could you, lady? You're spooky with the whole singular. I need some lights in this barn. I think lighting is really behind in Alpine, honestly. It's fixed now. Please leave. Thank you. Yeah. Like if I wish the drops, like the drops in Planet Coaster, it really just throws you up and then throws you straight down. There's no like gentle drop option where you slow down and you sit at the top. Kind of wish that was more prevalent. Is the park profitable? Yes. It actually is. It's barely profitable. Now, if I opened it up to everyone, like right now we have a part, like a limit on there, and so it, you know, 1,000 people can only come inside. But if I turn that off, it would be like 15,000 people, and yeah, I'll be making a profit off that really easily. Let's just take a look. Park management. So you can see average is in the green, 3,834 and 63. This, most of our cash flow here is just from building stuff. And construction wise. That was the best ride on War 1. Oh, yep. And then of course we got the train. Ooh, we're actually coming over from this way. Wait, why is everyone trapped over here? I don't know. So yeah, this is the good old train. Everything is lit up at night. Probably not to the best still. It's something I really need to work on is the nighttime lighting. But it's not terrible, I would say. And there's the coaster here. The playground over to the left. You can hear the coaster coming by now. It's having a good time. The whole plaza and stuff. I need to open up the train again. Okay, that's why all those people are stuck. Good call. Whirlwind sign. Other trains coming in. Yeah, let's open up the train. The pyramid looks amazing in the dark. I know. I love the fire on the drop. It looks pretty proper, and the restaurant looks really good too. Really good red glow to it. Makes it look pretty sinister. I watched my videos about the different biomes in the game, but I didn't realize you could use assets from those and not all of them in any biome. I don't know. There's assets mixer now for the textures, but even then, can't do everything perfectly. You love this game when you download it. Don't worry, live vicariously through me, my suffering. Will I add triggered flamethrower at the top of the ziggurat? Maybe? I wasn't thinking about doing any triggers, but sounds cool. So melt the guests and stuff, why not? Alright, now we get to continue working on everyone's favorite thing. Rock placement. Hello, my name is Bob Ross, and I'm here again to show you the magic of painting. So come along, clean your brush, beat the devil out of it if you have to, and we'll see about getting a good picture here. Set up. Jabri Lowe is subscribed. Well, thanks, Jabri. Enjoy your time here on the channel. What happened to my PC the other day? I don't know. I just didn't feel like turning on. I just restarted it about 3 times or so. Just wasn't listening to its master. It does that from time to time. Usually it's like a Windows 10 update, and I have to like roll it back, and it's real annoying. And the old age of dilemma, trying to make an abstract sculpture not look very phallus, yes. In fact, I don't like the, I don't like how wide that turned out to be. I'd rather have them come up like this. So let's stand this up. Like so. Again, just making some breakwaters. Nothing too fancy, but that definitely, it's definitely one of those things where if you don't have the small details right, people will notice. But if you do have them right, people won't notice. It's one of those conundrums. Nothing wrong with the wide phallus. You know, some people think so, but you really cause some damage with a wide phallus. Do you use the word grones for breakwater where you are? I don't know. I don't even know what that means. Unless that means breakwater, in which case, no, we just say breakwater. Or rocks. They're rocks. I would say Americans generally try to call things like they see it. Okay. Or we try and overcompensate and use something way too incorrectly. We can never get that right. Egyptian or Roman merchant boat. Actually, I was thinking about making a. Is it a what's the Roman boat again? Let's see here. Quinquimir? No, I can't pronounce that. No, it's a trireme. Trireme. That one. Trireme. I wouldn't mind making one. We could. You guys want to make a trireme? That'd be cool. Have one docked up to the port here. Absolutely. Well, tune in next week because that's what we'll do next week. We'll make a trireme. Because I don't have the time right now to start such a large sculptural project. Divamorde na horde di mamani. I don't know what that means at all. But I have a feeling that it shouldn't be there. Oh, thanks. There we go. Don't know why Nightbot didn't pick up my message there. I don't know. Probably because it's just used to you. It's like, this person's been here a while. He's not a random text bot on YouTube. You want the username random sex bot now? Well, sure, that just makes you sound a little childish, I would say, but you know, go right ahead. You know, something I need to do for this train track section through here that I didn't. I need to get rid of supports because it's kind of being custom supported here. Okay, from there to about here. Turn off track supports. Thank you. Now turn back on because people will freak out if you're not on. Do you ever sketch out ideas on paper and just build? I'd build as I go. I haven't sketched out anything for Alpine Odyssey. I've basically winged it all. I'll look at maybe some reference images from online of like an area and like kit bash together like homes and houses to make things. Like this is a Danish or Dutch palace. I don't know. You guys know. But like in a much thinner style, it's got the same type of towers on them, and the same type of roof and a lot of the base elements. But I just kind of wrapped it around this building. So my highly engineered pleasure generating artificially intelligent android, Nata Fisher Price, speak and say. Danish, I can't remember. I'll never be able to remember that. Just like I will never know what a scone is. I will never, you know. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this conversation anymore. I'm tired. Scone equals biscuit. Yeah, but total biscuit's gone. I don't want to think about biscuits. In American parlance. I don't know what a parlance is. And this makes us all very sad. We shouldn't eat hobnobs in his honor. I am selling scones in this park. You are correct. We sell them. Whatever they are. I don't know. I'm not the one at the cart making them. I'm not the guy doing that. Thanks, Fighter. There, let's get some wall climbers on here. So for those of you who do not know, and are maybe on the fence about doing so, Uthris has to do a little bit of a self-plug. If you want, you can go ahead and donate to the channel. Doing so, you do get access and rights to have your name engraved into the parking lot spots around Alpine Odyssey. So if you want, you can do that. You can also sponsor the channel for access to all of our emotes, which, by the way, I need to make 3 more. So look out for that when that happens. And you also get access to the special sponsor-only parking lot area. All right, plug over. Do or don't. Okay. Good plug, indeed. I agree. I hate doing those. I really do. I really wish it would just be at a point to where it's just like I don't have to say anything and people know what to do. But with all the changes of YouTube, if I don't remind people to hit that bell, pull that lever, and twist that knob, nothing ever seems to get done. So, here I am. It looks like a salad spinner. I don't even know what a salad spinner is, but let's ride it and make everyone sick real quick. Oh wow, that tower looked cool going by. YouTube makes everything so convoluted. It does. Well, so this is their thing with YouTube. They are simply trying to actually make a profit. Because YouTube has basically never made a profit. And so going forward, I think what they're trying to do is encourage people to see and only interact with channels that are within their business model to make in turn a profit. And if you aren't, then you're going to be a little harder to find. They're going to spend less energy in putting your name on the channel if you're not necessarily part of where they want to be. They put wash lettuce in it. Crank that handle. Crank that handle like that subscribe and bell button. Yeah, please go ahead. I would suggest doing so. Or for YouTube nowadays, because everyone has, in my opinion, less of an attention span, I would have to be very overly excited about everything going on in stream, which is fine. Like, I could see streaming as and doing YouTube as entertainment, but I don't know, it's kind of against my natural personality. So if I feel like I'm forcing to be excited just to get people to watch my videos, I'm doing it wrong. So, right, at the moment they only see the inside, but it will be opened up once we get up there. My sarcastic dry cynicism, yeah. I am very, very apathetic and very cynical and very dry humor. League of Apathy, join us. Or don't. We didn't need you there anyways. I would say welcome aboard, but I just don't care enough to do so. When will I know the park is finished? Well, Planet Coaster will end up telling me because the game will crash and I won't be able to restart it. I think that's a surefire sign. Let's see. When I start building things like the hotel, the metro station, and the airport for the biplane, that's when you'll know Alpine Odyssey is coming to an end. It's basically around that time frame. So until then, we have the Roman section to build, the water park, the mystery theme, and Asian section, and then all the backstage, and then we'll be at the metro, hotel, and airport. Until then, yeah, that's roughly how long it's going to be. It's going to take a while. Okay. Let me see something here real quick. Let me go over here. Okay. Okay, I think that's what we'll probably do. All right, so this has been 2 hours of Planet Coaster. So what I'm going to do, one, thank you guys for coming out for today's stream. We're going to be kind of ending it here. It doesn't feel like we got a lot done, but in terms of park count, I think we did. I mean, a few thousand parts. So what we're going to do is, one, I'm going to thank you guys for coming out for today's stream. We're starting late, so I have to kind of end it a little early. Usually we do 3 hours, but I started an hour to 2 hours late today, which won't happen next week, I promise. With that, I'm going to end this stream and hang out with you guys probably throughout the week on videos. We do stream Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so if you want to come to see other games, you are more than welcome to do so. Definitely subscribe, sponsor the channel if you want, and I'm actually going to send you guys somewhere. I'm going to send you guys somewhere. Here you go. Here you go. You guys can just all go here. Off you go. Off you go. You are free to go watch a raccoon build a park. So with that, I'll see you guys next time, and I'll be bugging this masked bandit guy.